formula? No, that's circumference. Nope, the 1/2. Turn this into red. Pi times radius squared. Good. So the area of a circle is found by squaring your radius, multiplying by pi. You need to have these formulas memorized for the quiz tomorrow. You're not going to have them in front of you. So really you've got two formulas, circumference and area. And then the back side is just turning into a fraction of it. All right, so if we use that formula for the bottom two, we already found the circumference of those bottom two circles. So now let's find the areas of them. So for the first one, what's your radius of this circle? Right, 7.5. So to find the area, we're going to do pi times 7.5 squared. So on our calculator, the order of operations, I would do 7.5 squared first, times pi. And we get an area of approximately 176.7. What do we do for units when we're talking area? Inches squared. Good.
And the areas are going to be very big, right?
Maybe, not necessarily.
Very big numbers.
All right, over here to find the area. What's my radius? 7. So on my calculator, I'm going to do 7 squared, which is 49, times pi, which gets us an area of 153.9 centimeters squared. Okay? So, what would happen if the area of that whole circle is 154, let's round it. What would happen if I wanted the area of just half the circle? What would I do to that? I would divide by 2. What if I wanted the area of just the quarter of the circle?
Divide by 4.
I would divide by 4, right?
If you want a third, that would be 3.333.
Right, if I wanted just the third of the circle,
a third is more than that.
I would divide by 3.
It's like a,
Doesn't matter.
it's like a sixth.
I know.
It's not to scale.
So, if we flip on to the back, we did arc length. Now we're going to do the area of a sector. So a sector is a section of a circle. For our notation, so we can know the difference between the two, we're going to use an A with a subscript of S to stand for the area of the sector. That's how we're going to deviate between the difference of area and area of the sector. How do we find the fraction of the circle in the arc length formula right above it? What did we do to find that fraction? Right, so the same thing's going to occur here. We're going to take that central angle and we're going to divide it by 360 because that gets us the fraction of our circle.
Excuse me.
But now we're going to find the fraction of the total area. So instead of multiplying it by 2 pi r, we're going to multiply it by pi r squared. Because I'm finding a fraction of the circle. It's area.
Yeah.
Sometimes, unless we have to work backwards. If they give you this and you need to solve for r, then sometimes you have to work backwards to do that. What?
It's harder to read the writing on ours because of the weird.
So then write it off to the side. All right, so if we go down to the bottom, let's find the area of these sectors. We found arc length already. So now let's do the area. So the area of this sector, what's the central angle?
90.
So we're going to do 90 divided by 360 times pi. What's the radius? 6 squared. Good. So 90 divided by 360 times pi times 6 squared gets us an area of 28.3 centimeters squared.
Yay.
How am I going to set up the second one?
110.
Good. 110 divided by 360 times what? 25 squared. Good. 110. Divide by 360 times pi times 25 squared. Gets us an area of about, I'm going to round it to 600.0 feet squared. Okay, and of course we'll make it harder. Maybe our unknown will be the radius, and we'll have that part. Maybe our unknown will be the angle, and we'll need to solve for that part. So let's grab some practice spaces and try some of those where we have to work backwards and forwards and left to right, upside to down. And hopefully we have some time to get your homework. Complete it while in class today.